Week ago, I did a story on a sheriff in Ohio that refused to allow his officers to carry Narcan. He doesn't feel that it should be the job of the police to revive people. It should be the emergency squads doing that. Well, his refusal to carry Narcan has now sparked protest, and it's very divided. There are some people that do agree with him and some that simply don't. They think that, I guess as a public servant, they should be carrying Narcan. So, opposite corners, opposite views. A protest pushing for Butler County deputies to carry naloxone or Narcan, the medicine used to revive opioid overdose victims at the Butler County Courthouse in Hamilton, drew people on both sides of the issue. They stood across the street from one another, shouting and waving to motorists as they passed through the busy intersection of Martin Luther King Boulevard and High Street in downtown Hamilton. According to the event on Facebook, the demonstration was sparked by comments from Butler County Sheriff Rick K. Jones, who says his deputies have never carried it, and that's not changing. A declaration that drew national press coverage. Deputies and law enforcement officers in surrounding Warren, Clemens, and Hamilton County carry the opioid overdose reversal drug. So you can see in the picture the protesters that are out. Okay, and you see another one down here. Truckers for Jones, police are not doctors, heroin addiction can buy their own Narcan. Police do not give medicine. So the town is very divided on this, and you can see some people want the sheriff deputies to carry the Narcan and some don't. Sheriff Jones, have a heart, carry Narcan, saves lives, be part of the solution. Narcan is not a solution, by the way. All that is you're just reviving them so they can go out and get high again. And here's another one. Hey, hey, ho, ho, Sheriff Jones has got to go. Where was all of this when Blacks were going through the crack epidemic? I didn't see this outpour from any of these caucasoids that you see today. I didn't see this. All right, there is a video up here. Let's see if we can get it to play. Pardon the commercial.
Used vehicles from 8 franchises in one location at the Jeff Weiler Eastgate Auto Mall on Route 32. Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Chevrolet, Kia, Nissan, and Mazda. Plus, you'll find the used car megastore offers more.
Wake up.
It's an everyday occurrence with these drug overdoses. It is just, it's sapping a lot of our police officers off the street because we're constantly going to pretty much the same people over and over again.
If they can shoot you with an Narcan, that will stop the effect of the heroin. And then whatever else it's laced with, you can deal with.
In downtown Cincinnati, I see a lot of people snorting it rather than shooting it up. They don't want to get caught with a needle and get charged then with that needle. Because unfortunately, I can't charge them if they snort it because my drug is gone.
The drug has so much control over them that being Narcan and bringing back to life is not affecting them to stop. They know we're going to come and they know we're going to Narcan them and we're going to bring them back to life.
Hey, here he comes. We're the fire department. We just saved your life.
It's all the time now. I mean, every day almost you're coming into a heroin overdose.
I like seeing some type of treatment, to be honest.
At first, I think a lot of officers did have some compassion. Now it's hard because we see the same thing day in and day out, and there's a lot of individuals out there that do not want help. I mean, I've only had a couple in my career willing to really get help.
It's overwhelming for the firefighters. Big fatigue factor on them. And our goal is to try to get them to the hospital. We can't transport them; they refuse to go.
I feel sorry for the firefighters. They are bringing these people back to life, and then we're done and we walk away because we don't have anything. We can't arrest them. Unfortunately, we can't arrest them for just being high on heroin or because we had to Narcan them. That's not an offense, and there's nothing really we can do. So they walk away. And I think the firefighters get a little frustrated, like, why aren't the police doing anything? But our hands are tied. We can't.
You know, it's amazing how
Shop 2000.
it's amazing how their hands are tied when it comes down to these caucasoids. You know, their hands are tied. I find that very amazing. And I'm offended by that because they're saying if they don't see evidence of the drug and they're just high, they can't arrest them. But they sure did not draw those distinctions when it came down to Black people during the crack epidemic. If you looked high, you went to jail. Whether they caught you with the paraphernalia or the actual drug or not, you went to jail. But they got all these stipulations in place when it comes down to the heroin addict. Oh, well, we can't just arrest them. Well, why not? You just arrested the crack addict. But it's a plague that's affecting white people. So now they want to handle everybody with kid gloves. And I understand with the people that work for these emergency squads and fire departments, you're going out to the same person over and over. I did an article maybe like 2 weeks ago on how they went out for the same person 20 times in 1 week. 20 individual times they went out with Narcan to bring a person back. This is why there was a city councilman that came forward and said they wanted 3 strikes, you're out for these calls, these 911 calls, because they're spending their entire day going to the same people, overdosing over and over and over. And the Narcan, that just brings them back. It only works for like 30 minutes, but it's not curing the drug addiction. As far as I'm concerned, it's encouraging them to do it because they know somebody's going to always come to revive them. So what incentive does the drug addict have to even stop? There's none. This is why this plague is not going anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. I say that on all my videos, and I'm going to continue to say it. And right now, Caucasian society, they're enablers. The ones that are not doing the drugs, they're enabling it because they want these junkies accommodated. Please leave your comment and subscribe. And if you can donate to my channel, please do. Peace, family.